All right, now we're going to jump in on the 10-year awards. 10-year awards. And guys, again, I'd like to recognize all of our customers that have been here 10 years. When I call out your name, if you will, please come up. We'll hand you a jacket. And then if you will, just hold applause till we get everybody up front. I'll let you know we're at the last person, and then we'll give them all a big round of applause, all right? So, first year, Mr. Alexander Roberts, come on up. 10-year award. Ann Coleman, Ann Jo Coleman, 10 years of service. Thank you very much. Benjamin Oakendollar, come on up. 10 years of service. Thank you very much. You know what? I'm going to change the rule. These guys have been with us 10 years. They deserve an applause. Let's just give them a round of applause when they come up. How about that? Bertha Oliveras, 10 years of service. Thank you. Bertrand Nicholas, 10 years of service. Thank you. Carolyn Anderson, thank you. 10 years of service. Chandra Williams, 10 years of service. Sharita Milligan, 10 years. Thank you. Deborah Campbell, come on up. 10 years. Thank you. Gloria Clark, 10 years of service. Caroline Pierre, 10 years. 10 years. Thank you. John Eddy, 10 years. John, come on up. John Belden, 10 years. Come on up. John Leslie. John, come on up. Is there anybody else left in the crowd? Holy cow, that's a lot of 10-year users right there. That is awesome. Juan Rendon, 10 years. All right, come on up. Judy Barta. All right, Judy, come on up. Cadenia Javis, come on up. 10 years of service. Kenyetta Williams, come on up. 10 years. Thank you. Larry Williams, 10 years. Larry, come on up. Maria Anguano, come on up. 10 years. Thank you. Marion Williams Ritchie, come on up. 10 years. Thank you. Melvin Poole, come on up. Thank you. Nancy Cortez, come on up. Thank you for 10 years. Omo Akil, 10 years of service. Thank you. Come on up. Stephen Fetchett, come on up. 10 years. Thank you. Valerie West, 10 years of service. Thank you very much. Veronica Lee, 10 years. Last but certainly not least, Walter Turner, come on up. On behalf of everyone at Taxslayer, thank you all very much for your 10 years of service. Let's give them all a round of applause. All right, we can have a seat now. Thank you all again. In case you're new or you haven't been to the seminar, our 10-year users get a nice and great leather jacket. So next year, those leather jackets will have the new Taxslayer logo on them for the 10-year users. All right, now for our 20-year users. 20 years. 20 years, that's a long time to be with a tax software company, and we greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Our first 20-year award goes to Art Douglas. Art, come on up. Brenda Adams, 20 years. Come on up, Brenda. Brenda Yates. Brenda, 20 years. Thank you. Bruce Johnston, 20 years. Cuba West, 20-year award. Thank you. Come on up. Dorothy McCauley, 20 years. Thank you very much. Eric Constant, come on up. 20 years of service. Fred Sallier, Fred, come on up. Thank you for 20 years. George Kelly, 20 years. Thank you. Harold Clark. Harold, come on up. Joanne Pendry. Joanne, come on up. Julie Gilmer, 20 years. Thank you. Kurt Meyer. Kurt, come on up. Thank you. Leon Hector, 20 years. Thank you, Leon. Lionel Baines, come on up, 20 years. Thank you. Michael Stewart, 20 years. Thank you. Osnel Kajis, 20 years. Come on up. Samuel Mensa, come on up, 20 years. And last but certainly not least, Sarah Bland Barkley, come on up, 20 years. On behalf of Taxslayer, thank you all very, very, oh, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. That's because Rosemary's the very special guest, and we're going to give her an extra round of applause because I completely skipped her name. Rosemary! All right. On behalf of everybody at Taxslayer, guys, thank you so much for 20 years of service. Greatly, greatly appreciate you guys.